Okay, tubers, we're back for some more drafting here on Arena. Got some more of this All Will Be One. And we've figured out the format. The format is to take every single card you can. That costs like 1, 2, and 3. You don't want your curve ever to be higher than like 2.5 on average tops. You think I'm kidding, but not really. This format, at least in Best of 1, has proven to be extremely aggressive. You need to get on the board as quickly as possible. It's pretty hard to come back when you're behind. But with that being said, let's jump into our pick one, pack one. We open a Brand Executioner Thane. Solid enough 2-drop, not a bomb or anything, just a good rate 2-drop, or rather a 2-drop with a good ability. Not going to be our choice here though, as we do have an Anoint with Affliction as just a better black card. Only problem with taking with this is that we are passing a few other black cards in addition. Rustvine Cultivator is solid. Duelist of Deep Faith is nice. I mean, it is hard to pass the Anoint. I think this is the best common in the format, but hard to say what you're supposed to do there. Okay, following the Anoint up, we have like an Ambulatory Edifice. That's a pretty good one. Other nice cards in the pack. Flensing Raptor's fantastic. Glare is good. Some other fine playable cards, but after first picking the Anoint, I don't think you want to take anything but the Edifice here instead. Solid. Into what? Some okay black cards here. It's possible we want to take a different card though. Atmosphere Surgeon's been a really solid uncommon, and again, just a good 2-drop. So getting on the board early. Anointer's been decent. You really want the heavy oil decks for this one, so that's like red-blue and red-green, but obviously you can still play it in other colors. I've been very, very happy with all of the cheap blue flyers in this format, especially the Raptor. It doesn't look like anything special, but a 1/4 flyer blocks basically everything in the early game. We could just take Rat. I guess that does fall in line with the cards we've already taken, but it's not like a particularly exciting 2-drop, but it is just a good toxic 2-drop in a pinch. Yeah, I'm okay taking the Blight Belly Rat. I don't think the Surgeon or whatever is all that impressive. Stick with black for now. See if we can read some different signals. Maybe now take a red card. 3/3 Menace for 3, never bad. Batterfist, pretty good actually. I don't think we'll be taking Infectious Inquiry here. Red-black is a solid color pairing. I almost wonder if it's better to take the 2-mana spell over the 3-mana spell. I think I kind of like doing that. The Batterfist and all of the Firmiridan equipment have been pretty impressive. Seems like a fine sequence. Alright, now we're getting some awkward ones. Some more good black cards here. Another Paladin, we saw this earlier. There's a Skitterling here. Crawling Chorus, surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly at this point, one of the better white commons in the format. Hive Master's pretty good. Like, if I had to go back now and look at my top 3 white commons, Chorus would probably be replacing the Sinew Dancer. Kind of crazy how that changed so quickly. Man, I almost want to take the Crawling Chorus because I think it's a signal of sorts. Even though passing these 2 black cards seems really weird, I think that might be right. Okay, and now we'll just very easily take the Charforger. A really, really solid red pack here. Fusing's okay. This is my least favorite. Well, no, that's not true. Necrosquito is my least favorite. But I'm not a huge fan of Exuberant Fuseling. It is good if you can put a bunch of oil counters on it via, like, free from whatever that combat trick is and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's not that exciting. Engraver, though, has been an amazing 2-drop, surprisingly. I mean, it's a 1/3 on turn 2, so it blocks early crap, and then oil counter synergy and helps you find other spells. But Charforger seems like an easy pick there. And yeah, now we're going to take the Batterfist number 2. Had I taken another white card after the Chorus, we would take Charge of the Mites, because I've been really impressed with this one as well. But this is a nice start to a red-black deck. Nothing here for us. I don't think Awaken the Sleeper is worthwhile. It's a good sideboard card, but this is best of 1, so I suppose we will just take the Skull Bomb in case we somehow still end up in white, which is possible. Pretty late Cultivator there. I don't mind taking a Rebuke. Haven't been particularly impressed with Ribskiff. I thought I would like this card a lot more, especially since it cycles, but it's come down on my list of cards by quite a bit. I don't know. It might be better just to take the Cultivator here. I think Cultivator is a lot better than Rebuke. More of a sign. Could take like the Troll now. Troll's also pretty good. I've actually been surprisingly happy with running Hazardous Blasts in my red aggressive decks. Could just take Splitter here as well. Another 4 Mirrodin cards probably fine. Okay, well, wheeling all the Batter Fists. Again, I think this is a solid equipment. 2 mana 3/1. That ain't bad. Into another Splitter. Okay. Splitter is my least favorite of the 4 Mirrodin cards. 4 mana 4/2 doesn't seem particularly exciting, and the 3 mana to equip's not that good. So if I had to guess, I'd probably end up cutting the Splitters. Not a terrible start. First pick Anoint. I guess if we're not going Toxic, Anoint does get a little bit worse, right? As we won't have access to really the poison counters to make it an extremely good removal spell. It'll still be a good card to play, it's just not going to be the top tier quality. A couple of random last few picks probably don't matter. So honestly, still pretty open. I mean, I don't even have to be playing black if I don't want to. Wow, that Cackler was a really good last pick. Capricious Hellraiser. Now this, I can't remember if this was playable or not. I've only seen it once. 4/4 for 6. 3 less to cast if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard. Choose a non-creature, non-land from among them. So you exile 3 cards at random, but you might not even be able to cast anything for free off of this. Because if you exile 3 creatures, then you don't get to hit it, or you don't get to cast it. I don't actually think that card's all that good. A card that has been a huge overperformer is the Chimney Rabble. The Rabble. 2 bodies for 4 mana, one of them with a 3/3 haste. Surprisingly effective in the format. Yeah, I don't think the Hellraiser's any good. I'll take the Rabble first pick. Alright, another Anoint is still going to be good here. Despite not having a Toxic or Poison game plan, 2 mana kill a creature, or exile even better. Exile a creature with mana value 3 or less is still going to be very, very good. So our game plan in here is just going to be red-black aggro. And that's, I think, a really good plan. Our curve is great. We have some good removal spells already. This is a nice start. Malkator, Purity Overseer, that's another really, really good one. Man, there's unfortunate pack here for us. We have enough equipment that the Aspirant is going to be good enough to take, but it isn't the best card in the pack. Malkator's fantastic. Raptor's fantastic, and then there's a Shepherd here as well. Alright, a couple of playable cards here for us. I think this deck is going to want the Crescendo more than the Free From Flesh. Right, we don't have any oil synergies except for Cackler. I guess the Charforger technically does. Like I said, I do want to pick up 1 Hazardous Blast at some point, but this is not a high priority pickup. Let's just go with the combat trick. The Blazing here is going to be really good too if we can keep our curve super low. Now remember, this is until the end of your next turn, so if you are attacking and you cast this as a trick, and you exile something that you cannot currently cast, you can still cast it the following turn. Average curve of 2.7 right now, not too shabs. So 2 Anoints, Edifice for removal right now. We pick up a 4th potential Batter Fist. Skull Bomb is also solid. Though, again, I don't know if we really want that in this build. Yeah, we'll just take another Batter Fist. If I just get a bunch of 2-drops, 3-drops, and then removal, that will be perfectly fine. I will say the Splitters do make it so any of our smaller creatures can be worthwhile later on, right? Seen quite a few of these Vat of Rebirths going around. Haven't been particularly fond of this card. Scamp is fine. We have a lot of non-creatures because all of the Firmiridan cards, so a 1/1 that can just add, you know, multiple points of damage throughout the course of a game seems good enough. That's a really late Flensing Raptor again. Pick 7. The only card I would maybe play here is the Dune Mover. So instead, I think I'm actually going to take the Flensing Raptor. Because I don't, like, we don't really want that. And maybe there's a world where somehow we could still end up in white, although I would highly, highly doubt that. I'll take the Fuseling now. Again, not my favorite card, and I don't think it's going to be particularly good here, but there is a chance we could end up with enough synergies. In fact, you know what? The Centurion could actually be a little bit better here. Because we can sack the tokens, and we can sack the equipment themselves, but I'm going to take the 1-drop since you should be able to get Centurions later. Lethal Demolition's okay. Your opponents are generally going to be running enough artifacts to make this main deckable, plus in a deck like this, I can always just blow up a random Batterfist to turn into 3/1/1s. One top-end card. Skywarden looks fine here as well. I will say it does kind of feel like I should not have been in black, perhaps. And maybe the red-white equipment deck was a better seat for us. But, I mean, I didn't see any of, like, the double-striking uncommon equipment, which is really the ones you're looking for. Yeah, like a bunch of Gold Warden Helms are not that good. Filigree Silex. I think this card is actually solid. Now, I'm not going to take it here because it's too late for it to do anything, but it is not hard from my experience, and I've only played it in one deck, to get the 10 oil counters, right? If you're in the oil deck or the proliferate deck, it is not hard to get there. Hexgold Hoverwings would have been good. Another Flensing Raptor again. We'll just take Volt Charge here. Stick with the red. Yeah, some good white stuff. I don't know. The Hoverwings are really good. Actually, the Retrofitter would be fantastic in our deck too with all these Batterfists, but charge it is. And now a Slash. All right, we are getting some good removal now. We have 2 Anoints. We have the Volt Charge I just picked up. We have the Slash. We have potentially the Demolition. This looks like a good deck. Low curve, aggressive, solid removal. 2 mana 3/1. Do we want to play that? Probably not. We have another Rabble here. We have another Rat. We have a Convert. I think the Rats are probably going to be better off as any other card, especially for splashing a little bit of black. We don't really want to have a bunch of hard to cast 2-drop black creatures, you know? Like, I would guess that maybe I just end up splashing black here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Rabble. Another Anoint with Affliction. That's good. So, again, never going to get the Corrupted online, but I'm still happy to play every single one of those. And if you look at our deck, it says we have 9 creatures, but you have to remember, we have 6 effective creatures that aren't considered creatures, right? Every one of these 4 Mirrodin cards is effectively a creature. Yeah, this is really good, I think. Whispers of the Dross, another Batterfist. I mean, 5 Batterfists, I guess. Another Retrofitter too, dang. Kind of a cool artifact deck going around. Are we going to play 5 of those? Yeah, I guess we are. Wow, another Charforger is nice. Yeah, a bunch of good white toxic stuff open. I think Red Sun's Twilight is playable. It is definitely the worst of the Twilight cards, though, right? The white one is one of the best rares in the format. The blue and black are both extremely powerful. And even green gets you a lot of value, but the red one, it's a little bit sketchy. Another Chimney Rabble, I guess. kind of like cutting some number of splitters. I'll run 3 Chimney Rabble. I suppose 16 land is probably fine in this deck too. Oh, is this Kuldotha Cackler actually just really bad here? It's a 2-mana, so it's a 3-mana 2/3 Trampler because I have no oil synergies. That's probably not correct to run that. Hopefully I can find another cheaper replacement. So right now we have 2 1-drops, 5 2-drops, 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops, 4 4-drops, and a 5-drop. Pretty good. Pretty darn good, actually. Okay, there we go. 1 Furnace Strider at the top end as well seems good. You know, another Aspirant's actually not bad here with all the equipment, too. Gosh, I wonder if I cut this 5/5 Menace Reach. No, that's gotta be incorrect. I guess we can cut the Gleeful Demolition. I think I'm okay running 16 lands here. Sheesh. You've probably heard me say it a bunch of times, but like this is the #1 multicolor uncommon I see go around. That's playable. Or rather actively good. Like this card is just amazing, but people aren't really playing blue-red so much. Yeah, I think this deck's very good. Another Blazing. We could actually run that too. It might not even be bad. Is Blazing better than this Exuberant? It might be. I just don't think the 1-drop's good enough in our deck, especially since we don't have the oil synergies. Wow, last pick Crawling Chorus is disgusting, yeah. White was open. White was definitely open. I think we ended up with a good deck. I mean, I locked into black because we had so much good removal, and we did end up with the double Charforger, which was excellent, but I'm not going to run the Dross Pits. We're going to go like 11-5 here. I guess we can play a little bit safer and go 10-6 since we don't really have much double red. We do need the black on turn 3. Even on turn 2 is not bad. Yeah, this looks like a really, really nice red-black deck. Hopefully we can get some wins with this. The win rate's been improving. I'm still finding the format difficult. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. This is, I think, the worst I've ever done at the start of a format. Like, I bring this up on stream frequently, but my overall win rate on Arena is 65%, over 65%. But this format, we're at a 57% right now, and that is through 35 drafts, so starting to get up there in sample size. Fantastic hand here. This hand's just nuts. On the play. Really, really good hand. Opponent with the turn 1 Cultivator. And Terramorphic. We're okay with that. Get the beats going. And I'm happy with the trade if that's what they want to do. I could equip that for free, but I don't think we have a need to right now. So I can still equip it for free next turn. This way we don't run into a Hexgold Slash immediately. Microplate Golem, it's a good one. Alright. So let's go Charforger, Batter Fist, and then let's double equip our Aspirant and attack for 4 Menace. the equips here are free. Oh, right. Only when it's targeting the aspirant. Okay, fair enough. Still learning things. Still learning things. So the red-white equipment makes all of your other equipment one less to equip, but aspirant is one less to equip when it's specifically on itself. Serum core, yeah, that's good. Let's just go Strider, Haste, attack with both. They double block the aspirant, I'm happy with that. We'll trade with the core. Puts a counter on our Char Forger as well. They have their own, sure. So it's a little bit bigger because of the Golem, unfortunately, but we have the double Batter Fist that we can move around. Oh, that's a good draw too. Yeah, it's a nice draw. Let's see, if I go Edifice here, give the Golem -1/-1 and attack with everything. Is that a good attack? I think it is. It's really hard for their Furnace Strider not to trade with mine. They're going to end up taking way too much damage, I feel like, right? Alright, I'm okay with this. Sure. This is 10 damage. Alright, this would be 11 damage. Okay, they're at 1. Could very well be that they have, like, the troll in hand to gain 3 life back immediately, though. Oh! That is a lot of colors. What? Do they have any fixing? They had Terramorphic? Okay. Well, that's not a good sign. Sure. So is it worth attacking with both here? No, they would have easy, clean blocks. So we just play 5/5 Menace Reach and say go. That is an impressive array of lands from our opponent. Ah, maybe they have a bunch of prisms. That would make running that many different colors of basics a little less sketchy, I guess. I'm not blocking, alright. Again, that's a really scary sign for us. Make the prism a 4/4, very nice, okay. Oh, let's see. Hmm. The issue is, if I do go for an all-out attack, if they draw another 4-power creature, I would end up dying, right? Kind of brutal. So is this worth attacking like this? I do think we want to attack because we have Menace. How are they going to block? They would put Anatomist on one of these. They would put like Prism and Retrofitter here. They would trade off the Golem. Okay. I don't think I want to equip the last one. Because especially if we hit one of our 3-drops, like a Volt Charge would be amazing. But I don't think I am in a good spot if I just don't attack. So we'll kill the Retrofitter here. That'll turn the Prism back into a non-creature. Oh, that's pretty good. So I can actually save my Warden here as well. So, I am committing to dying to them drawing a 4+ power creature, but... it is what it is. Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, if I didn't attack, we would have been in a terrible shape if they top decked that, so... Kinda feels bad losing to that, but... good beats. Good beats. The only thing I could think of is that if I had used the, Crescendo pre-combat, then we would have just won, but obviously you can't know for sure what you're gonna hit. Now, if I don't save my creature there, maybe that's interesting. But you can't guess they're gonna have a token that's gonna be that large, so... this is a good hand, it just doesn't have anything to do before turn 3. Eh, sucky loss. 2-drop, please. I accept a 1-drop. Actually, I'm okay. If they, since they went red-white, I'm okay taking 1 toxic. I'd rather save the Scamp as a blocker for Charforger activations. That's not a good sign. Okay, and we'll take it. They clearly have something. Alright. So now we can start chumping with 1/1s for a little bit. I like that, because then we can start getting our Char Forgers upticked, and with Volt Charge, we have access to an extra Proliferate. This is remove 2 counters on these, right? No, it's remove 3. That's fine. All right, show me what you got. Zealot's Conviction. Yeah, I guess we'll attack with our 3/1. What I could do if I wanted to is move the Batter Fist and kill my 1/1 token to get a 3rd counter and activate the ability, but that doesn't seem worthwhile right now. All right. That's not a terrible draw. Okay, I'll give us the 3rd counter. And then we can activate our Char Forger next turn. Remember, the Disruption does turn off activated abilities, so that disrupted Char Forger cannot use its ability. Pretty important that we didn't get to 3 Toxic because of that Incisor Glider. Okay. Okay, so let's activate. Bad. Move this over here. Then now if they want to block that, they have to trade with the Lightbringer instead. Yeah, we're better served with a 2/2 here to block the mites than a 3/1. Okay. That's fine. Man, this is where I'd kill for one of those hazardous blasts. I didn't pick one up, right? Ugh, brutal. I just die in 2 turns in the air at this rate. God, Hazardous Blast would be so good here. Two, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, the Flyers are gonna wreck us. Alright, guess we just pass. I'm gonna assume they put me on a 2-turn air clock. Oh, they didn't. It sucks, but I might need to, like, move the equipment around, eat my own creatures. I'm extremely concerned. We are just dying. Alright, I'm at 2. So I guess I'm supposed to exile their flyer end of turn. Ping. Oh, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. They go to 2 life. Well, I guess I need them to just mess up here. If they put the Lightbringer on our Charforger, I don't think we can win. That's what we needed to do. Yes, good. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I think they realize they need to block the Charforger. Yep, and that will kill us. Too bad. All these poor Charforger triggers. Oh, man. I think our draft deck's pretty good, but here we are, already 0-2. Don't think there's much I could have done differently in our games, really. Okay. Good beats. On to game 3. Hopefully we can get a couple wins underneath our belt. Good enough hand. Pair of 2-drops and a Volt Charge. Hey. Bladegraft Aspirant going to be pretty good with these as well. 2 forests and a dune mover, putting a mountain on top. Ooh, I hope they don't attack next turn. Darn it. Alright, well, I will block. Maybe they'll play another 1 toughness creature, but don't really want to get the poison online. Hey, there's a Charforger. Let's go with that instead. So this only gives first strike and trample when they're attacking, so I don't have to worry about that right now. Oh, not even blocking, period. Okay. Good turn where we get to go Aspirant into second Batter Fist. Again, no reason to equip. We'd rather keep it 3 toughness until it's our turn. Sure. Well, clearly they're going to have some kind of removal here, but I'm going to attack into it. Infectious Bite. Uh-oh. They get heavily punished. Presumably, we're going to win this game. Presumably. I mean, that's a real nice one, but it ain't good enough here, my friend. Okay. We do not go 0-3. I have felt myself in the position of 0-2 far too many times in this format. Oy, oy, oy. Like, we can blame variance and luck, you know, all that we want, but there must be something at a base level I'm doing wrong in this format to be losing so much. Now, that being said, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but when we're looking at the 17 lands tracker, the top players in this format are not doing very well. There are some players that have a couple of great win rates, you know, 65 percentages, but more often than not, the players on the 17 lands leaderboards are in the 50 percentages. And I think that is unique to this format. The rate of, yeah, it's crazy. The win rate of players in this format versus like Bro, it's just significant percentage differences, it feels like. But anyways, cannot keep that hand on the play or on the draw even. And we'll go down to 6. It's a good enough looking 6. I guess it's probably better to pitch the Scamp here. Like, yeah, it's a 1-drop, but I think I'd rather go 3 and 4. Oh, we can go Aspirant into Splitter, too. I don't think I'm going to bother exiling that thing. Oh, are they going to glare? Sure, I'm okay with this. Rabble, rabble, swing for 3. That's fine. I don't mind them going like this because they're just playing super defensively, reactively. Now, maybe our Anoint doesn't get to kill anything anymore, but oh my gosh, what are they doing over there? Well, this might be a very quick game if our opponent kept a do-nothing hand. Like, sure, even if they play a 6-drop now, we just swarm them at this point. Oof. Good game, they said. There is a little bit of merit, actually, to moving the equipment over here. Because now if they want to kill a creature, they're going to kill a 3-power or a 1-power base as opposed to a 2-power base. Okay. Yeah, they are super reactive. I ain't gonna cut it. Troll plays. Alright, GG's. Well, those are the type of draws that we wish our opponent had some more stuff to do. Sure, I had fun. Remember, the 3 rules of Magic in Best of 1. Win the die roll, curve out, don't punt. I think our deck is great, so... We started 0-2, we routed 2 in a row. Now let's just get 5 more afterwards. How hard can that be? In this format, for me, very hard. Game number 5. We lost the die roll, we're not curving out, and, well, the punts are up in the air, but let's mulligan that to 6. Okay, that's a good 6. We'll pitch the Splitter here. We have 2-drop, 3-drop removal, 4-drop. Nice, even more removal. Okay, I like this hand. Our opponent with a Blight Belly Rat. I think too frequently I would just play out the creature here, but our anoints are never killing something bigger than a 3 power or 3 casting cost creature anyways. So I'm going to go a little bit different there, and I'm just going to immediately kill the rat, especially since they're in black-white. That's the color that really want to get corrupted online. I would trade here if offered. Justiciar just seems like maybe a filler 2-drop in their deck. White-black is normally toxic. Doesn't mean they can't be just some random aggro, but... Yep, happy to block. Sweet. Sadly, we missed our land number 4, but they didn't do anything. Gonna kind of suck if they have charge of the mites here. Yeah, that's really bad. The Batterfist actually a liability right now. I would block. We'll see if they want to push in the poison. Wow, yeah, they're gonna ossificate our token. So a land here for Chimney Rebel's insane. Crap. That's the difference in the game right there. If I miss that land. Okay, Toxic is on, or Corrupt is online. That might be the entire difference. Ugh. Ah, these games are so frustrating. Obviously, Mana Screw can happen to any format, but in this format, it's so hard to come back from behind when this type of thing happens. Like now, look at this. That card is just a 4/4 Vigilance if, you know, they don't have the Corrupted online. Very late to the party, my friend. Very late to the party. It's just a snowball. It's so crazy. Alright, cross our fingers. Okay. Okay. 5/5. Holding down the fort. And we can even equip the rabble here with one of our Batterfists so that it can trade with their Evangelist. This Volt Charge looking very sad. Oh man, that's bad. They don't have green mana though, so what I'm supposed to do here is just immediately kill their Convert, and then the Rot Priest activated ability can't occur unless they draw another green. I guess it actually is correct now to move the Rabble to a 5/1 to block the Rot Priest. Unlucky. Oh, I could have crescendoed it. Oh, God. Alright, that was a big mistake on my part. Wow, that could cost us. Okay, go eat, block. I guess this is going to work out fine. Come on, top deck. I was almost considering using this just to effectively draw a card. Edifice. That, okay, that was a fine draw, because with Equip, that turns into a 4 power. Let's see if they have any more green cards. What are you hoping to draw? Chart Forgers and stuff? I guess. There seems to be a difference in spells being drawn. Alright, well, I mean, I think I have to use this. Thank God. Does it make sense to equip here? Currently, this can block these two, no problem. If I double equip it, it'd be able to trade with Evangelist, but these two already block Evangelist, so I think we just pass. Wow. Good thing I used the Crescendo there, because if I hadn't, we would have just died. I'm going to take 3 and bounce here. Man. Okay. Yeah, 2 3s are better than 3 2s. I could have made it a 4-1, but I'm okay bouncing off of that. Actually, I guess I am supposed to make this a 4-1, aren't I? Oh, God. They bounced their ossification. So I have to trade with their Hive Master. I go to 1. This format, man, I don't know. I think our deck was good. Obviously, good decks can lose. I'm glad we didn't go 0-3. Yeah, we drew what? 12 lands there or whatever. Okay. That's magic, baby. You know, well, I don't cherry pick my drafts, certainly, but this format has definitely given us more terrible end results than any other format, and we're only like a week into it, so. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully we learned something there. What was there to learn? Was there anything interesting in the draft we could have done? Yeah, white. White was open in the draft, so I guess we could have been red-white. But I think our black-red here was still very good, right? If you look at our black cards, they're all extremely good quality. Maybe I needed some more ways to push through? The equipment actually make it so it's easier for us to push through, so I'm not actually sure what we were supposed to do differently. And the games were the games. I mean, you saw them, so. GG's, good beats. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.